Should I renovate my house to improve its chances of sale? That's what we're talking about today on the East Central Business Show. I'm John Naylor and I'm joined by Von Barnes, a force of nature in property sales.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Now a lot of stuff you love to do with people is help them. I understand you're real passionate about people making better choices about the way they prepare their property for sale. But how about the large renovations? You know, how about what advice have you got around that?
I think at the end of the day, you need to also look at, before you even start a renovation, do some research. Go and look what's selling in the neighbourhood, what's moving in the neighbourhood, and what value is that property moving for. Because a lot of people come in and say, I'm going to do this, this and this, and spend $150,000, but it's added this much value, but they've spent that much. So when they do major renovations, it's going to be make sure that they're not overcapitalizing. And also, you know, you don't want to have the best house in the worst street. You know, it's really important that when you put money into a house that you're absolutely going to get it back, and you've added value so that people who want to buy in that street, that suburb, that area, see the value of what you've done, not say, Flip, did you see the kitchen that they put in? It was bright red. You know, you don't want to do that. So you've got to really do your research.
Yeah, because what you're saying around that, like a major renovation, it's a possibility maybe, but don't get the colours wrong.
Also, they'll do things and put items in. So shall we talk about the white elephant? People come in and say, should I put a pool in?
Oh.
The pool, the $1 million question about a pool. You know, a lot of people want a pool and then a lot of people don't want a pool. So,
right, so you polarise the audience.
Yeah, but you need to look at certain suburbs and look at the last 10 houses and did they sell and did they all have a pool? So do your research before you put the pool in. Don't say, well, nobody's got a pool in this area, so I'm going to put a pool in. Do your research. Make sure it's a good investment because a pool is significant money. Now, when you go to sell a house with a pool, it may not add the value back that you've spent. So you've really got to make sure that you really want to do it.
Okay, well that's even in my research around looking for someone in the pool industry to work with that digital marketing is it almost seems to be a ratio like around what you should spend on a pool. Like if you get $1 million property, you don't put in a $40,000 fiberglass pool, do you?
Oh well, even $20,000, absolutely.
But the risk that comes with that in terms of the potential return on investment, or is that going to make it more saleable? Your $1 million property, the answer is.
So you know, at the end of the day, though, if you're selling in Queensland and it's a big house and you know there's going to be a lot of children then, and it doesn't have a pool, I would say put a pool in. But if you're going into a little 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom in a little inner city suburb, maybe not put the pool in there. But it depends on what you want to do. But more importantly, look at the cost of the house versus the cost of the pool. And it should all be relative.
Yeah, okay. So there's some good advice around that. So if people are trying to justify a pool on the basis of, it's going to add value, it's like have an honest conversation with yourself.
Yeah, and look at, you know, and I always say before you spend money on a pool, do your research. So we sold a house recently and we didn't have a pool. And a lot of people did want a pool in that area. However, the price reflected it. And we sold a house at the same sort of price that had a pool. So would the pool have added value? Maybe, maybe not, but I don't think so.
Okay, so the proof's in the pudding or the proof's in the statistics.
And at the end of the day, the people who bought the house never wanted the pool.
No.
So, but talk about lifestyle.
Poor thing.
Yeah, I'd like a pool. I like pools.
Well, they're aspirational. That's certainly the research that we've done recently in looking at the pool industry and how to market that is, you know, a pool is something people aspire to do. It's possibly the second most largest investment of their life after the house itself.
Yeah.
And maybe more expensive than the car.
Well, normally
it will be.
Can be, especially, and if you do a pool right, and I work with some really beautiful pool designers, and I'm a fan of pools. But you know, but I always say don't put a pool in just because you think it's going to add value, because that's not true. But what you're doing is you're adding livability and lifestyle to the house. So then you're adding more emotion, and I think that's a really good thing to do.
Yeah, well, make a pool for the honest decision for yourself type thing, and that's certainly the research we've done around it. It's like because we all more live in the bubble, you know, we're more likely to stay home and order Uber Eats. You know,
really?
I never have used Uber Eats, I can honestly say. But anyway, you come where you're going to eat, you know,
Yeah.
around the pool, that lifestyle situation.
Absolutely. And if you do have a pool, then I always recommend you sell a house in the hotter months as well, because people get the feeling. And you
okay,
dress
of
the
course,
pool,
of course.
and you put beautiful chairs, and you put cute little glasses, and you celebrate that the pool is an asset, and then people love that.
Okay, yeah, okay. So pools can be dressed in a certain way to
Absolutely,
make
dress the
the
pool.
lifestyle element of them
Yeah, you can have a really plain, boring.
speak
or
much louder than
yeah.
everything else. Okay, great.
Good
Now, enough
question.
pools. Anyway, enough pools. How about building it underneath? You know, how about people say, oh, Von, I've got this great opportunity. I'm going to buy this place. I'm going to lift in under. I'm going to build in. I'm going to flick it. What do you think about that?
That's a really good question, and that's always that $1 million question. And should we do this and do this?
We've got about 2 minutes to do it too, by the way.
But it's all right. We're going to do it in 30 seconds. My answer is go and see what's selling in the neighbourhood.
Okay.
Do it in the neighbourhood. So if nearly every house is 311, you stick with your 311. But if you want to make it a 534 and try and sell from a medium house to an amazing house, make sure it's good research.
4-bay garage.
Yeah, apparently they're available.
Wow. Okay. Not in the 311.
No, but uplifting and do it. Yes, you can do it, and yes, you'll make money. Yes, it's all possible, but make sure when you go to sell it, it's in a property area that will represent good value.
Okay, that's the thing. So you're looking always at that return on investment. You're doing your research. You're making a good decision, and obviously containing a budget. Yeah,
and it all comes down to dollars.
Yeah.
If you spend it, will you make it? Don't do it to make it look good and then lose money.
Fabulous. All right. Von Barnes, as I said, a force of nature in the property game and full of great advice, and always looking to have that conversation with people. How do people get a hold of you, Von Barnes?
We're at Pinnacle Properties, Queensland Proprietary Limited is our full company, and we can't wait to talk to you about helping you with your property needs.
So you got a website address for us or something?
www.pinnacleproperties.com.au. See you there.
Okay, fabulous. All right. Really valuable advice there from Von Barnes from Pinnacle Properties. That's another episode down the East Central Business Show. I'm John Naylor. Thank you very much for watching another episode of the East Central Business Show. What we're doing on the East Central Business Show is we're bringing you business leaders and the best of the knowledge. We want to bring them on the show and release that content so that that's something that we can share with you by this easy to consume format. So you can follow us across LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Google+, or just regularly visit the eastcentral.com.au/show website, pick out the best things for you and educate yourself on that premise. Now there's video content there for you, so you can just watch the video and inform yourself in your own time. We've also now podcasting that content as well, so it's really simple to consume. You can listen to it on the way to work in the car or during your daily exercise regime. Beyond that, we're also looking to connect with business experts. So if you consider yourself to be an expert in your field, please make contact so we can schedule you in and have you come on the show. So you can release your content and increase your brand across our format. Beyond that, we also invite people to send us their email address so we can send you our monthly magazine. And that's just the best of the content, the best of the videos for the month, put out once again in an email, arrives in your inbox, so you can just go through and pick out the things that are really going to educate you and advance you in your field of expertise and in business. We're a business-focused show. So thank you very much once again for watching, and we'll see you next time.